My name is Davis Lev Chikoti, born in Kaya village at Intundhama in Kasumu. Yeah, it happens, yes. You know, there are beliefs, so people can make those beliefs in so many different ways. It's a shameful thing, so you can't make that during daylight, but in the night, in the darkness, just because, you know, you don't need somebody to see you, because sometimes you do that when you are naked. They are dancing sometimes in the house of somebody who is sleeping, but you don't need to wake up him. You do that by hiding him. He should not see you. Then after doing that, you go, you left him, he can wake up without seeing you. Sometimes we go there to the graveyard to eat meat, the dead people, the human flesh. So we don't want people to find us or to see us when doing that. The airplane is made of many things, like as you can see here, we call it richero. This richero, we use this as an airplane for flying. So you can left home to graveyard by flying by this richero. You know, everybody to know this, he knows from someone. There were people who started this, and little by little is extended by giving to each other. So as myself, I learned this from somebody. There are some people who teach their sons, or let me say children, so when they are passing away, they say, oh, I've left you my goods, so you are very rich now. You have to use these properties of mine because I'm going. Don't tell anyone. These are the hiding things. You must fly. You can use this for killing. You can, as you can see, there are so many tumors here, and you can see tinjiri and so on. These are the chemicals what we use for killing and for flying and for eating human flesh. It's difficult to stop, but there are some can force themselves to stop, but it's not easy. When I was young, I used to be on a group of women, like a group of my mother. So with her friends, we were chatting, and I was hearing, and I kept that news, that stories up to now. There were somebody who came out in the night to pass urinate, but she met a long man, but he didn't knew that he was a person, but he just saw something like a person but very white. We call that Nzukwa. Nzukwa means something which has come from a graveyard. So Nzukwa can come in the village to disturb people who are in the village, or to show the people that there is some people who are very clever. Here now I come with the second verse of a witchcraft. A witchcraft uses some animals when stealing, killing, and so on. So here we are to show you a snake stealing money from the other people. So this snake I've sent it to steal money from a certain house, as you can see. So when it comes back, it will bring me more money. No matter we don't get rich with this money, I don't know if they are normal or real. I don't know. But still, we convinced when it comes with the money. And there is a snake. A hyena. A hyena. I use a hyena to steal goats from the villages, from other people again, to bring to myself so that I can have relish meat. So when they bring the meat, I use them for real. I eat them. So that's why witchcraft, I can see it's good to be a witchcraft. Yeah. Sometimes I can send a snake or a hyena to punish my enemies when they are made a mistake to me. So I can make a snake to bite him or her so that he can see that he is in trouble. And whenever he or she knows that I'm the one who has sent a snake to him, he comes and say, sorry, can you forgive me? So sometimes we forgive him or her, sometimes not, because we think that if I can heal him or her, later on he can turn to me, so he can kill me. He can't feel sorry to myself. That's why it's not normally, it's not as usual to forgive somebody if we have done that wish. So this time I can tell you that sometimes we send animals or snakes to the people only to hate, only to punish them by the way they have done a mistake to yourself. Sometimes we turn from a human being into a snake or a hyena. But right now I can turn into a snake, because when I turn into a snake, that means I can go wherever to bite my enemy or to search for money. Sometimes we use matsenga, magic, to hide, to enter somebody's house without knowing the owner, without knowing that somebody has entered the house. And myself, I can disappear now. Sometimes when we want to turn into, from a human being into an animal, we jump a pounding stick, which is very useful here in Malawi. or in any other countries, pounding stick is used by women when pounding maize. So that is very useful to the magic again. This is a porcupine. We use it when we are going to a girl, to propose a girl, and we cut into pieces. One we can put it in a head and one in a pocket, because there is power of love in this porcupine. This porcupine in Chichewa we call it nungu. This thing we get it from a wild animal which is called nungu. This is where I get the medicine, this bush. I use this bush for the medicine. This one is a tree that we use syphilis or gonorrhea. So we take the roots of this tree. Yeah. We doesn't fill the hole, we leave it like that. This is another root for protection again. We mix with that one. This is the place where I used to make my medicine for the people. So I do this for privacy. And now I want to make the medicine for healing somebody. These are medicine for healing somebody who is suffering gonorrhea. And now this is the medicine for somebody for strength his body, protection. Yeah, these are medicine for when you want to turn into a snake or a hyena. So we put in the water, we wash them to the face, and we cut. We mix with this and put into the water. Yeah, this is medicine for syphilis. Protection of a body. And this is for turning into a snake and a hyena. The left of eyes. My name is Davis Lev Chikoti. I come from Kaya village, and we are here at the mountain to sacrifice of God. So we sacrifice the God to those people who died already, who passed away. So we do this when there is no rain. We need the rain to come. That's why we sacrifice. We make the sacrifice. Sometimes when there is when there is no rain and when there is much diseases, so we do sacrifice to this. We do sacrifice sometime when with beer and maize flour, yeah, and so on. Now I've made a fire and we are cooking blood. This blood is almost the same to the sacrifice. In Chiche we call this magazi, libende. And after cooking this, I'll be eating the same as I was drinking the blood. Now I'm firing this goat to give to the owners. God first and the dead people. This is the place where the dead people gonna eat the goat. We leave it here. There, I'll bring the beer. We'll leave it here, and maize flour, leaving here all of them for those dead people. This is beer, Masese.
Kamuzu